A waterproof speaker with a bungee cord? Let me tell you all about it. Yes, this is pushing out all this sound. Now, while we have it going, let's go ahead and see if it's really waterproof. Well, it hasn't died. That's a good sign. And all I feel is the vibrations on the table. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So, pretty nice, actually. Whew, let me go ahead and pause that. So, this slightly wet speaker, this slightly wet speaker is the UE, which stands for Ultimate Ears, UE Roll2. This is the second generation of the UE Roll, and it's supposed to be 15% louder, and they've made some other tweaks and modifications. It's actually a pretty cool speaker with some really nice looking design, and I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this, and I'll explain why in a little bit, but it has volume controls on the front, although I look at this honestly and I think, oh, that's kind of a speaker for maybe someone who's Christian. But maybe I'm the only one who's ever noticed that, or maybe that's something that appeals to you. Not a big deal. What you can't tell is there are actually buttons underneath. Now, the thing of it is, they feel different. The volume button for lowering volume has a different feel on push than the increased volume, which makes me kind of wonder about the long-term quality of the buttons. Maybe that's something where I'm being a little paranoid, but it's worth mentioning. And on the back it has, if I can dry it off, it has a Bluetooth control and a on and off control. And by the way, you can check the battery status. I had to actually look this up by pushing plus and minus at the same time.
40% charge.
So I have a 40% charge. It's kind of nice because I was kind of looking at it and grumbling. It's like, I want to know how charged it is. Turns out you can. And then there's a little flap on the bottom here, and I'll give you a close-up, but this, you pop up and it gives you access to micro USB and an AUX in. So if you don't want to use this as a Bluetooth speaker, although I don't know why you'd do that, then you can do it that way. And we might have a slight issue here because I'm pushing this down to seal it, and it's not staying sealed. Oh, there we go. So that looks good. One of the things I like about this is it comes with an actual bungee cord. So the idea is you can like clip it onto your bicycle handlebars or something, and of course it has its own little convenient clip on the back. So there's a lot about the design I really like. It has a 100-foot range on Bluetooth, and it's 9 hours of playtime against 5.5 hours to get a full charge from zero. And audio, the sound is actually pretty darn good. It's 108 to 20,000 kilohertz, which is plenty of audio response, and there's plenty of bass there. It has a 2-inch driver and 2 3/4-inch tweeters, all somehow hidden in this surface. And what else can I tell you? It's 5.5 inches across, so it fits in my hand. I have a fairly large hand. 11 ounces, so not too bad. The box is actually pretty hilarious. I really love that Ultimate Ears, which is actually a division of Logitech, interestingly, but they have a great sense of humor. And one of the things it comes with is a little blow-up floaty, so it can float, because by itself, as we will learn, it's not really sinking, but it's not really floating. Can you see that? It's sort of trying, but obviously the sound quality when it's underwater, maybe it's great in the water, but if you want to just have it floating in your pool while you're enjoying a nice swim or you're in the hot tub or something, then having it on top of the surface is definitely going to give you better audio quality. So it comes with a floaty. And then if you look in the instructions, the floaty says that it's not a life-saving device, nor should you use it with your hamster, however tempting that may be. So seriously, no hamsters, okay? Oh, and speaking while we're being serious, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button, because I sure appreciate your subscription, and you will be able to keep up on all the things that are happening in the consumer electronics world as I publish tons of reviews. You did that? Awesome. Now, back to this. You can actually pair up to 8 sources simultaneously, and you can all compete to see who gets to send the music. And this can actually connect with more than one device, so you can actually have multiple synchronized if you want to have it around your massive backyard pool because you just got the Olympic pool. How marvelous, it's finally done. Or because you just want to have multiple speakers. Well, either way, all good. This is Plum. And it also comes in Atmosphere, which is a light blue, and Reef, which is a blue-green pattern, which actually is my favorite. It's actually really cool. And Volcano, which looks a whole heck of a lot like black. So this is the UE Roll2, 99 bucks at ultimateears.com, or this one AT&T sent to me, so you can go to AT&T Wireless or their store and pick one up for yourself. And 99 bucks, and you know, I like it, I don't love it. And the main reason for that is just the controls are a little bit quirky, and I wish it was slightly easier to work with. But that's something you might find that if you work with it, if you actually use it for a while, you might say, what the heck was Dave's problem? This is actually totally easy to work with. So there you go. The UE Roll2, this is Dave Taylor, and I will catch you in my next video.